a leading waste management player, just merged operations to streamline the cost and boost the eligibility for mega government contracts, while another defense component manufacturer inked a cutting-edge technology deal with DRDO to build India's next-gen bridging systems. And these two companies are shaping the future of public infrastructure and national defense. Stay tuned to find out who they are. Hi and welcome to another edition of Noisemaker, where we keep things simple and focus on companies that often go unnoticed but have a strong growth potential. I'm Sejal Agrawal, Equity Research Analyst at Desvelado Advisory, and today I'll be talking about two companies that have made a solid growth progress in their businesses and might continue to grow if the current trends continue. But before jumping to the companies, let's see the disclaimer first. So any discussion, facts or writing here are provided for informational purposes only and do not constitute a buy or sell recommendation. So before making any investment decision, please conduct your own due diligence. Now let's move to the first company. Antony Waste Handling Cell Private Limited, which provides waste management services including road sweeping, waste collection, transport waste to energy, and operates at Kanchan Marg Integrated Waste Facility in Mumbai. The company is merging its wholly owned subsidiary AG Enviro Infra Projects Private Limited into it through a scheme of merger by absorption effective from April 1st, 2025, and with approvals from both the boards and admission by the NCLT. The merger will involve no share issuance or additional costs because of the full ownership. And this integration will consolidate AG Enviro's municipal waste services with Antony Waste broader waste management and waste to energy operations, streamlining the group structure and eliminating redundant costs such as separate legal and audit teams. Post-merger, the company will be a better position to qualify for large government contracts requiring higher net worth, revenue thresholds, enhancing its competitiveness, unlocking new revenue avenues like carbon credit generation, and driving long-term unsustainable growth. Talking about financials, in FY25, company posted a revenue of Rs 933 crores, up by 7.7% year-on-year. EBITDA was at Rs 195.1 crores, with margins improving to 20.9%. Net profit hit Rs 100.6 crores with 11.1% net margin. Going forward, company is targeting a 20 to 25% CAGR in the core revenue over the next 5 years, supported by a Rs 8,300 crores order book. Although project lead times 8 months for collection and transport and up to 2.5 years for processing, they may stagger growth. A disciplined balance sheet and EBITDA margin expansion to 22 to 23% provide a strong foundation for long-term value creation. Also, to move up the municipal solid waste value chain, the company is actively diversifying into high-growth, sustainable-driven sectors such as waste to energy, RDF sales, tire recycling, vehicle scrapping, aiming for a rollout by FY27. Now let's move to the next company. Naib Limited, which is in the business of manufacturing critical components for defense, e-vehicles, software development, on 9 June 2025, company signed an exclusive 10-year licensing agreement with DRDO's R&D establishment Engineers Pune for the transfer of technology related to modular bridging systems spanning 14 meter to 46 meter. This move allows the company to manufacture and supply advanced bridging systems to Indian Armed Forces and government agencies, aligning with the Make in India and Atmanirbhar Bharat missions. And this deal significantly strengthens the Naib's position in high-value defense mobility solution, and going forward, the company is expected to use this agreement to boost its defense order book and tap into the export market in the friendly foreign nations. Talking about financials, FY25 में company ने 80% year-on-year revenue growth show करी है and it reached Rs 507.3 crores. EBITDA stood at Rs 64.7 crores, 12.8% का margin, with PAT rose to Rs 27.4 crores. Promoter holding also increased to 53.1%, reflecting strong internal confidence. Going forward, Naib Limited is well positioned to benefit from India's increasing focus on defense, supported by a Rs 6.2 lakh crores defense budget in 2024 and Rs 1 lakh crores deep tech fund, with government targets of achieving Rs 50,000 crores in annual defense exports by 2028 to 2029 and Rs 24,000 crore allocated to DRDO. The policy thrust is clearly aimed at strengthening domestic manufacturing and reducing the import dependence. In this favorable environment, NIBE is strategically placed to scale up its industrial and defense operations and secure new contracts, drive innovation-led growth. Now, it's the time to review some of our previous picks. So in this we have Pinar Industries, which is up by 12.8%, FIAM Industries, which is up by 15.7%, MAN Industries, which is down by 3.3%, Frontier Springs, which is up by 8.9%, Transrail Lightning, which is up by 2.9%. Now summary of our today's recent filings. Antony Waste Handling Cell Limited is merging its wholly owned subsidiary AG Enviro Infra Projects Private Limited through a scheme of merger by absorption effective April 1st, 2025, and NIBE Limited. On June 9, the company entered into a licensing agreement with DRDO's Research and Development Establishment Engineers Pune for the transfer of technology related to modular systems, 14 meter to 46 meter span. So that's it for today's Noisemaker. If you liked our breakdown, you can scan the QR code and read the full report there, and we'll be back soon with more simple and clear market updates. Until then, stay curious, stay informed.